Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome to Natural Prana. I just wanted to do a short little video on Kai's bathing routine, just while I'm thinking of it. It's really super simple and different than how a lot of people do it, than how you're told to do it, I guess. But when he was born, we didn't really give him a bath for, like a regular bath for quite a while. I just didn't think it was necessary. And I also read a lot of the benefits on the vernix that's on their skin after they're born. It's the white stuff. And it protects their skin, and it helps them, transition from in the womb to the outside world. So what you're really supposed to do, because in the hospital, they wash that off, and the babies get a bath, right away. And what you're really supposed to do is rub that into their skin, and it's not really necessary to, wash it off. So when we were first giving him baths, we really just used water, and I always, even now, I still take a bath with him. He loves the water, but it's just easier for me, and he likes it more too that I'm in there with him. So I usually just rinse him off with water, because really the only thing that's getting dirty, if you want to call it that, is his butt, which gets wiped, with his diaper changes after he poops and stuff. So we really just use water, and then every once in a while, and he doesn't get in the bath very often either. Mostly it's for because he really enjoys the water. And I guess the reason why we don't do it more often is just because of what's in the water, really. I don't want him, because obviously our skin absorbs everything. It's the largest organ on your body. So I don't really want him absorbing the things that are in the water necessarily, unless we had like really clean, clear water. So he really just likes to get in the bath and play around in there. He loves the water. So, but when we do wash him, we don't use like bubble bath or really like baby washers at all either. I have a piece of what we use, and this is what we use as well, but it's this raw black African soap, I think it's called. It's on Amazon, and we'll put the link in the description. But it's just made, there's only like maybe 6 or 7 ingredients in it, and it's all organic, and it's just made from like oils and shea butter and water. I don't know I think there's 3 different oils. I'm not sure all of them, but I know one of them is coconut oil. But like I said, we'll put it in the description. And it comes in, it's really strange looking, and it comes in like a big block. And it's this color, and it actually works really nice, but I'll only use some of that like on my hand, and then I'll, like wash him up. But I maybe use that, maybe once or twice a week. Like I said, he really doesn't need it. He's not really dirty. And his butt gets wiped with his diaper changes. So yeah, we just keep it super simple. We don't complicate anything, and there's just so many chemicals in all body products. All you have to do is just read. It's the same thing as food. You just have to read the ingredients, and if you just look up a couple of them, they're just they're very toxic for our bodies. So when you think about, a newborn or an infant, you really don't want that on their skin. You don't want that going into their body. So it just really doesn't make sense to me why we give them like these bubble baths. And of course it's marketed to put the bubbles in there because it's more fun and things like that. But it's just so unnecessary. And he does just fine without all that stuff, you know. And a couple people, quite a few people have commented about, well, what about like the baby smell, you know, because they're referring to the chemical fragrance smell in the lotions and the baby wash and stuff like that. And honestly, I like the way that he smells without any of it. I used to think, because I used to use all that on Ava, and I used to think that it smelled so good too, but then once you stop, you know, our bodies become like adapted almost to the chemical smells and everything, and we think that it smells good and that we really like it, and then once you stop using it and you smell it, you're like, it gives you a headache, and you're like, I don't even know how I could even stand having that, you know, like on my body, or how could I even put that on an infant that's breathing that in and that is absorbing all of that. So yeah, we just give him, you know, maybe, it really just depends too on his mood, how many baths he gets. Sometimes, because he really relaxes after we take one, so sometimes if he's having a little bit more trouble falling asleep or something, we'll take a bath together, and then, you know, right after, so he usually even falls asleep in the tub. But and sometimes too, I just wanted to, oh no. No. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, he grabs everything now. Because you're exploring, huh? You explore. He actually started breastfeeding in the tub, and he only, you know, it just depends on his mood too, but I just let him breastfeed, and he just uses it as a comfort, you know, as something that's comforting to him. So I just breastfeed him if he wants to. So sometimes he falls asleep in the tub, and then sometimes it's right after we get out, he'll fall asleep. But yeah, anywhere between 1 to 3 times a week. He takes a bath, and we just use water usually, or that raw, a little bit of the raw black African soap, I think it's called. So that's it for this one. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and that's it. Have a nice day.